What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JB, Mr. Major Man, Mr. 504, here to welcome y'all back to the showroom. Today, we're coming to a close with 2016, and this video is pretty much to give y'all a nice recap of my personal opinion, my top 10 Jordan retros to release this year have been. And like I said, my opinion may be different from yours. Y'all might not even be on this list at all. But personally, I feel like these were the top retros to actually release this year. And now I got a couple of honorable mentions, but for the most part, this is going to be the top 10 list for me, from my personal perspective of it. But without further ado, let's just get into the top 10. And first, at number 10 is bam, the Air Jordan 12 Bulls alternate, the reverse cherries. Clean shoe, definitely was it was hyped up for the most part. For whatever reason, everybody was expecting the regular the OG cherries to release, but this wound up coming out this year. Very clean, simple colorway, and like a lot of people didn't like this white bottom on there, but this didn't bother me at all. This shoe was a sellout for the most part, but like I said, man, everybody probably would have preferred the OG, but I thought it was a nice take on it from a different aspect, and I believe if Jordan would have wore this particular colorway on court, this would have been even more hyped than what it really was. But definitely was a clean shoe for the overall part. As you can see, the very clean shoe, the Air Jordan 12 alternates, definitely was a nice shoe. And number 9 was kind of hard for me to decide that, but number 9 definitely had to be the Air Jordan 1 Los Angeles. Clean shoe. It was an LA exclusive, as y'all already know. It had very good quality material on it, and as you can see, got the Angeles on the bottom right there. Got the Los on the other shoe. Definitely was a clean shoe, and this shoe like instantly sold out when it restocked, and they just had a restock on Nike and the sneakers app. Instantly sold out just like that. Left all the other ones in the dust. Everybody was hyping this shoe up, but I mean, it's not that bad of resale. It's just a very exclusive, nice, clean, all white colorway, especially for the summertime. Very good shoe, very nice. Had very good materials went into it. Like they actually put some time in with this shoe, man. But this is definitely my number 9 shoe, the Air Jordan Los Angeles, LA. At number 8, now, it was hard for me to do this, but number 8, it's kind of fitting because this was his old number when he wore this. Bam, the Air Jordan 12 French Blues. This shoe has a big significance for me, not just because it's MJ shoe and he wore this with the Wizard, but because my favorite player, Kobe Bryant, wore this shoe. He actually wore this with the Hardwood Nights jersey, which I also had. And if y'all seen my IG, y'all probably already seen that. Very dope shoe, and this hasn't released since 2004, so this is the first time this shoe actually retro, man. And this shoe was actually kind of crazy because the Masters released and people had this shoe on reserve because they sold out the Masters and people had canceled orders and everything, so Nike reserved pairs for this particular shoe right here, and whoever didn't get the Masters wound up getting this as a consolation, which wasn't a bad thing, but this was definitely a must-have for me, man. Very clean shoe, very OG, early 2000s, like so clean, as you can see there. But definitely is earned a spot on my top 10 list, the Air Jordan 12 French Blues. Now number 7 would have to be bam, the Air Jordan 9 Playoff or Space Jam, now that they're calling it that. Very simple shoe, very clean. This is OG. These two, also known as the Tupac All Eyes on Me, Life of an Outlaw, Ambition of a Hustler 9s, whatever you want to call it. Very simple shoe, and this easily could have been like really in my top 5 had there not been other releases. But this was a shoe I definitely grew up on. This was one of the first Jordans that ever catch my eye back in the day, man. Just not because this is the only shoe Jordan ever actually played in the NBA with, but the significance of this shoe is very real with this. Like I said, it resonated with a whole lot. the hip hop culture, all that, man. But this shoe is definitely a beautiful crafted shoe, and in the OG form, man. Other than the Jumpman not facing that way, which I get into another rant video on that. But other than that, like I said, this is a very clean shoe, and I feel like every OG head should really have this shoe in their collection. The Air Jordan 9 Space Jam. Number 6 is definitely, bam, the Air Jordan 4 White Cement. Now this was probably the first shoe this year that was rarely widely available, like with that $220 price point, and sold out. But definitely a clean colorway, and like I said, this is an OG form. You haven't seen this shoe in this form since 1999, so it was definitely time for them to step up and come back out with some harder stuff, man, because all these other brands was just killing it, and I could just hit it out the park with this one, especially with the OG brand on the inside and everything, from the upside down Jumpman to the Nike Air on the back. Like the cut, everything, it just went straight back to OG form with this on the bottom as well. It definitely was a great shoe to release this year, especially around that time, man. Like everybody that wanted this shoe should have been able to get this shoe, but this definitely earned a spot on the list. It should have been on everybody's list, and I'm just gonna be real with that, because White Cement is one of my favorite colorways from the 3s, the 4s, and the 19s. But definitely was a must-cop for me. The Air Jordan 4 White Cement. Number 5. Number 5 would definitely have to be the the Air Jordan Flu Games Bread 12. That's what I preferably call it, but definitely was a great release this year. And like I said, this was also a widely available shoe, but it still sold out nonetheless. Had a couple of restocks, and also, like I said, it came out in OG form just as the French Blues did. Very clean, very simple. Went back to the 96 and early 2000 mode, because you know the last release was a suede nubuck material that was on there. But this shoe definitely was a must-cop for a lot of people. And like I said, you can't get no classic than a bread colorway, which a lot of them did drop this year. And like personally, like I said, man, this was a great release. Like for a GR shoe, this was very hype, man. This was a very hype shoe, man. So everybody who should have wanted this shoe should have got it. I'm just being real about that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But definitely a great shoe and a classic, man. Like I said, this is just as significant as the French Blues or any other Jordan that came out back in the dip had. But definitely a clean colorway, and you can't beat this shoe, man. This is a very durable shoe, man. And I'm happy to have this in my collection as well. The Air Jordan 12 Bread 12s Flu Games. Number 4. Number 4 had to definitely go to, bam, the Air Jordan 12 Black Toes. Now, this really could have been in my top 3, because I love the ones. Ones is my favorite silhouette of all time, just the ones itself. But classic colorway, and the way this released, it released on Band-Aid, and it also had a general release, a world release in November. But definitely a clean colorway, and this is actually a Jordan that Jordan wore during that famous poster video. I mean poster image. This was the shoe he wore in a lot of promotional scenes as well. So the black toe is just one of the most OG colors that you could ever get with. And I'm happy that they brought this shoe out, even though it released like 2 or 3 years ago. But happy this came out in this form, in a remastered form, because man, you can't get much better than this, man. The Air Jordan 12, I mean the Air Jordan 1 Black Toes, you dig? Now, number 3 definitely have to be, bam, the Air Jordan Space Jam 11s. Also known Eastern Conference Finals or Monster Mash, whatever they want to call them. But I love how they went back to the original high cut patent leather on there. A lot of people didn't like that, and the icy blue bottoms and the Concord hits. But to me, this is like the epitome of OG when it comes to this shoe. And like I said, man, as many pairs as they put out, this thing still sold out on all websites. And they had a small restock, but it wasn't nothing real major. But everybody that wanted a pair should have been able to get a pair. And also, like I said, man, this was a very clean shoe for the most part, and highly anticipated. Everybody in their mom comes out for 11s. Everybody knows that. But this definitely made the number 3 right here, the Air Jordan Space Jam. All right, number 2 is bam, the Air Jordan 12, the Master, aka the Tag Season 12s, which is disrespectful because like I really wanted this shoe, but a lot of people were salty because this shoe never really had a major restock. It had a few, but not real major. And like this probably is the highest reselling 12 to come out this year over the Bread and the French Blues. But very clean colorway. If not, it's probably the top 3 highest selling 12 to come out next to the Rising Sun and the Gamma 12. But this was definitely a clean colorway. Everybody wanted this shoe around that time just because they never had a true all black 12 to come out. And definitely was a must have for me because this shoe right here was definitely it is like an easy go-to 12, man. Like I said, 12s are durable, man. So all black 12, you can't get that much better than that. But this definitely is one of the shoes that should have made this list. And like I said, there was crazy hype behind this because people thought it was gonna be a general release like all the other shoes that came out before this one. But they pulled that limited card on them, and bam, they just sold out like that. But definitely made it on the list as number 2. And number 1, y'all should all know what it is. Bam. The Air Jordan 1 Bread Band colorway. The most significant sneaker of all time. Significant to me for all the reasons of the same as yours, but also the band date on there is my daughter's birthday. But definitely was a clean colorway, and like the materials put into it, top notch. Just like the shadow backboards. People had gripes about the black leather, but that's not a real complaint for me. But definitely should have been on everybody's top list because everybody has been waiting for this to come out in its true OG form for a long time. But definitely deserved that number 1 spot on my list. And I hope, and a lot of people probably feel the same way as I do about this shoe, all the same. But that's been my top 10 list for my Air Jordan retros of this year. Hit me up in the comment section, like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all want to chat with your boy, y'all can hit me up on all my social media platforms. And as I say, I'm going to come up with some more videos before the end of the year. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the showroom. Stay true, stay fly, stay blessed, and I will holler at y'all on the next video. You dig?